secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning. You ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Timmy, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today I'm gonna show you how to make a Larry Bird build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, as liking the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your note again for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into this vid. So we're gonna go small forward, of course, with Larry Bird, 6'9", 188 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. Now, obviously Larry Bird was like 200 pounds, but I went 188 because I wanted to get that 75 speed with ball. You know, if you're not really keen on trying to get a certain dribble style, then you don't have to worry about that. You can get his weight up, okay? Now, Larry wasn't the fastest in the world, but again, I always try to make sure we have builds that translate well in the park, so we are going to go 80. I mean, we all know that he was, from an athletic standpoint, he wasn't the most athletic, but 80 is what I'm going with, and I'm also going 80 with the agility. Because this build is going to be able to play some defense, so I wanted to make sure I had that. Also, we will go 73 on our strength. This is going to be for our strong handles on gold. And then our vert, we're just going 52. We're not going nowhere crazy on the vert. Larry Bird won't dunk anything, all right? Now, when it comes to the close shot, obviously, you know, these men played in the 80s. Working your back to the basket was pretty much, you know, standard for the great scorers. Even Magic Johnson, he dribbled the ball with his back to the basket down the court. It was just, that's just how the, you know, the times of the game, you know, it really didn't start, people really didn't want to start facing up, cooking like that until MJ, you know what I mean, really started, you know, dribbling and facing up and, you know, attacking the basket. But regardless, the 87 close shots can be big because it will give you the paint prodigy on silver. You will get that float game on gold. The driving layup, we're gonna go right at 75. And the reason why we're going 75 just to get the layup mix master. I just reached that point. But for the most part, like I said, you know, the layups, they're not, you know, necessarily something that's really on my radar, what I wanted to get. Obviously, Larry could do a layup. No driving dunk. We're not worrying about driving dunk at all. He wasn't doing that. But we will go 40 on the standing dunk just to get those basic standing dunk animations. So at least when you're like under the basket, you're able to do that. Same thing here. We're going 90 on our post control. Now, the reason why we're going 90 as post control is really because of our mid range, where we get to in a second. But you're going to have some really good with the post up hold on gold. Is really going to just allow you to do some insane moves under that basket, get some really good animations. So that's the reason why we're going with that 90. And of course, like I said, Larry Bird worked in the post a lot. He did face up, but in the mid range. But this was, you know, one of the bread and butters for him too. Obviously, Larry Bird was a great shooter. So we're gonna go 89, and then you wanna use your 5 cap breakers here to get to 94. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you see out here at the bottom, you get that post fade phenom on legend. You get shifty shooter on gold. You get the set shot specialist on Hall of Fame, and you get the dead eye on gold. You can use your max +1 to get the set shot specialist on legend. Again, you know, one of the great catch and shooters of all time, period. Larry Bird, so you will be able to get that. So that's the thing. We'll start off here at 89, but remember to use your cap breakers. Same thing here. Even though they didn't bring a three-point line until the tail end of his career, we know that he could shoot a three. He did win the first ever three-point shootout contest, but again, we are going to give him that 83 so he can have that limitless on bronze. But again, with the high mid-range, you don't have to go that crazy high, but since we are trying to emulate Larry Bird, we are going to just make sure we go to 83 at least, okay? Free throw, of course, he was a great free throw shooter. Well, I think he was one of the first to, was he the first? I don't know. Someone in the comment section might correct me, but he was the first to be at 50, 40, 90, 50% from the field, 40% from three, 90% from the free throw line. Maybe he wasn't. I think he probably was, but regardless, you know, he just can shoot. This man can shoot, period, right? So anyway, now we also know how great of a passer he was, so we are going to go all the way up to 91 on the passing. That'll give you the bailout on silver, which is a good thing to have. But as you can see here, you get break starter on gold, versatile visionary on silver, and the dimer on silver. And even though, you know, I wanted to go 80 with his ball handle because I felt like that was good enough for him. Like Larry Bird was, again, one ahead of his time. He was able to really, he could dribble the ball. He could just handle the ball with his left and right hand. He could just do a lot of things. That's why he was just as great as he was. So I think 80 was good enough. And we want to get his strong handles on goal by having that strength, like I said, on 73. So the 75 we already spoke on with the speed with ball. Obviously, was he 75 speed ball in real life? Nah, nowhere close. But at the end of the day, I do want to make sure this thing can translate in the park pretty well. And I think that this will, okay? So playmaking is going to be solid. Defensively, he was a great defensive player also. We will go up to 82 on that interior defense, and then we'll go all the way up to 85 on our perimeter defense, okay? Now, as you can tell, there is not anywhere else you can really go with these cap breakers, again, when it comes to the defensive side, so I wouldn't necessarily stress that. Same thing here, we're going to go 73 on the steal, as that will give us the interceptor on silver with that bronze glove. Obviously, with him not having the most immense athletic ability, he wasn't a shot blocker, so we're just going to leave that here as a 53. We'll go 60 on the offensive rebound, and then we'll go up to 70 on the defensive rebound, okay? So this is what we're all looking at, and then as I come down here, I just want to make sure for Aerial Wizard, that's 58. I don't think I can get 58, so I left it there. I'm just trying to figure out where I can put this extra little cap breaker. I can go 83 here, or I could probably go 94. Let's just do that. Let's go all the way out on the free throw and go 94 on the free throw, okay? Now, when we come over here and look at the takeovers, there's a lot of them that we can come with. Look at this one right here, the clinic. Driving layup, mid-range shot, and 3-ball, all right? Fundamentals, close shot, post control, and mid-range shot. That will give you a 94 close shot, 97 post control, and 96 mid-range shot. I think that would be really fun, all right? Of course, we have Make It Rain, which again is another good one. When you have a build like this, most of these takeovers are going to be pretty good, right? Make It Rain is going to be good. You have the mirror for defense. I wouldn't worry about that. Northing the orchestrator. Soft touch, I wouldn't worry about that either, because if I do a deep post bag, I'd rather go with the fundamentals. And then, was it fundamentals or? Yeah, fundamentals, all right? Spot up shooter, wouldn't worry about that. 3 and D, obviously this would be a good one to have. 3-point shot, perimeter defense, and agility. Then you have the general, which again, this is more so if you are going to try to be a facilitator with him, but if you are, this would be really fun to have. The pass accuracy, ball handle, speed with ball is gonna be max. And then you have Dish Master, which basically just gives you immense dimer to where you can help your team out. Then you have the splash tower, which I wouldn't worry about. Now, again, this right here is gonna be really good. The mid-range shot, 3-point shot, and pass accuracy. And with the silky shooter, we'll give you ankle breakers. So again, that's another strong one. Lost art, driving layup, post control, and mid-range shot. Again, if I had to go pick that, I would rather go with the close shot, post control, mid-range shot, but the driving layup is good. And then we have the fearless focus, post control, mid-range shot, and perimeter defense. I wouldn't worry about that, but so there's some really good ones here that you can utilize. And then of course, as you see right here, you get Larry Bird shades at the top. And again, the name itself also is gonna be really dope, as you're gonna see here, which definitely emulates what a Larry Bird build is, a 2-way, 3-level point forward. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this Larry Bird build. What would you change differently? But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon with the banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.